are today on the sunny central coast of New South Wales. For the moment, we are predicted to get some showers tonight, but I'll take that if I've got a sunny day. So as you come in, please make sure you say hi. Give me a like if you enjoy my card making videos, because I love having you here. So my name is Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, as I said, on the central coast of New South Wales, which is about an hour north of Sydney. I was going to say Queensland. Don't know. Heads in 5 other places. Hello, Miss Bev. Thank you for thumbing on your way in. I appreciate it. So, for those of you who don't know, I card make. So I come on here, share some creations. Some of them I've made in class, like today's, and some of them I haven't made in class. So I just make here with you, and we do the creative process from where to go together. So you get a nice mixture of styles of videos here. I also upload some challenge videos, and I share my team swaps, which I did on Monday. So if you want to go back and check that out, you can see that. So today we are working from our current mini catalogue. So the stamp set we're using, which is Flowing Flowers, comes out of our mini catalogue. The dies that we're using, which are Scalloped contours, come out of our annual catalogue. Now the Scalloped contours are carrying over to our brand new catalogue that starts on the 3rd of May. Yes, the 3rd of May. There are products in this annual catalogue that are currently, while stocks last, they are going to retire to make room for brand new products to come into our craft rooms if you choose. Hello, Miss Margaret, how are you? I know I've missed a couple of people. I think I missed Deb, so hello to you. That's the end of my ad today. Oh no, it's not. Today's an exciting day. We have free shipping. Free shipping. So free shipping means you save $6.95 or 6% postage. So that's a significant part that you pay in postage. It's not as much as some other markets, but free shipping. You just pay for your product shipped to your door from me. You will receive a card from me thanking you for your order, and depending on if you use this hostess code right over my shoulder and you spend over, I want to say $70, you'll get a free gift from me as well. So make sure you get on the free postage train, because we love free. I love free. I'm considering putting in an order. Do I? Don't I? There are things I need. I probably will put in an order all for myself, but it's boring things that I just need to replenish, because there's lots of new things that I want as well. But I'll probably put in an order now and an order when the new catalogue comes out, because free is good. Free is good. So Flowing Flowers today. Flowing Flowers. So tell me if you're going to take advantage of free shipping, because everyone loves free shipping. Flowing Flowers, we are going to be using all 3 images out of this stamp set, and I'm going to show you how to use your ink pads to multicolor this image here. Oh, itchy eyebrow. To multicolor. You did an order already, Bev. Yay! And these are the Scalloped contours dies that we're using. And we'll be using some embellishments as well to make this very, very simple card. Not much to it, simple stamping. I have just popped the die cut panel up on some dimensionals and popped it on a Night of Navy card base. So let's flick around and get making the card. So yay, Bev, for taking advantage of free shipping. I love that it's free shipping across all markets. So it's not just one market, it's across the European and UK market, It's in the North America and here in the South Pacific, which is awesome. Now I am going to zoom a little bit here. Sorry guys. I'm just going to do that. Scooch this over just a titch. I think we're good. Let me check my replay video here, then I will go and turn off my light and I will make sure we are all good. Okay, now I just need to remove my catalogues because I've spoken to you all about those. Bring in the products that we're using and I will go turn off the light. Okay, light is off. Oh, do you know what? We need to scooch a long way over here just to make things a little more even. There we go. Very happy with that today. I seem to have sorted out all my issues. Hello, Miss Margine. I'm so sorry I missed your hello there. So Flowing Flowers, Scallop Contours. I made this card in a class. I have already gone ahead and I used the second largest scallop. No, I used the largest scalloped contour die. I love how they're all a little bit different, yet they layer together perfectly because they're all scalloped. So I have already stamped one in class with the girls. Now I need to grab out these colours. So we used Flirty Flamingo. Did we use Gorgeous Grape? No, I used Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia. I used Granny Apple Green and I used Mango Melody. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we used Night of Navy, which is a perfect alternative to black because it's not as stark as black and it has a little bit to it. So this is the color palette. So Flirty, Freesia, Granny, Mango, Night of Navy. They look great together and I love the drama of having the Night of Navy background and of course the Night of Navy sentiment works perfectly. Okay, so already done this one. While I was waiting a few minutes before I went live, I've already folded my card bases. I've shown you this, but what I will do is just pop it there just so everyone knows. And we are going to be stamping 2 card bases. Now I think I need, now for my stamping over messy mat, these are the Stamparatus grid mats and they are 7 by 7, a bit over 7 inches square, so they fit really nicely in the Stamparatus, but I do find they are great. Sorry if you can hear Owen in the background. He's just come into the lounge room right outside my door that I hadn't shut yet. So you can see I can stamp over on that and that's perfect because I like to keep this clean for our videos. Now 3 images. 1, 2, put this back. Now I'm going to give you girls a choice of sentiments. So as I get these out, I'm going to show you the sentiments. I have used sending a card instead of a text, but we've got just a note, happy birthday, I like you, thank you, or time for a happy dance. So I have 2 cards. So most votes for whichever sentiment I use, top 2 I use. So I'll leave that there while I grab my blocks for all of these. Okay, so that one fits nicely on there. This one will fit nicely on there, and this one, I think I am just going to use one of our longer blocks. Oh, and of course I need to show you the card that I will be making. So I'm going to start off, and we will need to be doing, don't leave them standing up. I am going to be doing a little bit of cleaning off of stamps. So at some point I'll need to bring in my Stampin' scrub. So let me just move these so they take up less room. So I'm starting in the bottom and the top corner. So just starting with our bottom corner. Now these are distinctive stamps. So let me show you. When we stamp onto the messy mat, that is a really, really light image. But I just want to make sure it was working right, and stamping off is a great thing. So what I'm going to do, when I stamp this on, I'm just going to apply even pressure and leave it there. So more ink, and I'll show you the difference. So more ink transfers and you get more of that detail. And I'm going to do it, whoops, I'm going to do it again on our second card. Now we only use this large image once on this card. So I'm not applying a whole super duper amount of pressure, but I am just keeping it there so the paper goes and sucks up all the ink. Do you like my sound effects? Hey, hey, oh look, everyone's come in. Hello, Dawn. Time for a happy dance. Haven't used that one. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Time for a happy dance. Time for a happy dance. Sending... I have already used that one. So we're definitely using time for a happy dance. So keep your votes coming in. Hello, Miss Cheryl, if I didn't already say hello. Whoops, sorry, I just knocked you guys as well. I'm going to, don't close the ink pad, I'm going to be using it. Let me just pop you back here and we should be all good. Okay, while I'm standing up, grab Stampin' scrub because I shall need it in just a second. So I'll pop this up out of the way, stay, don't fall. Next, I'm going to multicolour this image using nothing but ink pads. So I'm going to start with our Flirty Flamingo, and it doesn't really matter if I get... So what I'm doing, I'm looking at where the ink pad ends, and some people do it holding it. Hold on. Yes, I can get my whole hand around that. So I am just making sure I have got generally everywhere. I am going to be working fairly quick because I don't recommend huffing on to these images, because when you huff onto them you lose a whole lot of the detail in the distinctive well, you lose that distinctive detail. So I've got that. What I am going to do, I'm going to have to do this twice too. I'm going to go into this top corner and do this. I am going to leave it here again, and you can see I get fairly well all three colours. Okay, I'm going to be bold and not clean it in between. We're just going to be bold and trust ourselves. Yep, I think I'm good there. Go in with my mango up here, just because I am doing the two images. I almost dropped that, and oh, I got a little bit up there, but do you know what? That is how it shall stay. No huffing. Just bring that down, leave it there all to transfer, and we've got that. So I may want to add a little bit more of the mango here on this image. Now I am actually going to clean this, because I do want to use the greenery in other places on the card. This is my raindrops. This is the wet side. I am actually going to move all my papery bits out of the way, because I always overspray with my Stampin' mist, and I just got ink on my hand, because that's how we roll over here, always messy. So Stampin' mist, Stampin' scrub, they work together as the perfect pairing for our red rubber stamps. Couple of spritzes, pop that back. Where is our stamp? It's just here. So what I do is we do scrub, 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 and I do have a little bit of ink on the corner there. So you can see scrub, 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 that's all wet. How do we dry it? Dry, dry, dry on the dry side. And that is dry, clean, and ready to rock and roll straight away. There's no waiting for dry time or anything like that. Okay, next. I am going to bring in these other flowers in Fresh Freesia. And I'm just going to nestle them in there. So that looks lovely. And on to my second image. And I will need to clean this off as well. So stamp it off a few times. Bring back in the Stampin' scrub. And so clean, dry. Pop that off to the side, bring this back with the Mango Melody and nestle that in here. So you can see if I'm not quite overlapping it, I am getting fairly close, because I just want that connection between the flowers. Okay, and now on this one, I did just want to add a little bit. So you can see I lost a little bit up here just with my inking. So I've added a little bit just there, just to balance the colours. So they're all going to look a little different, because even I could get them looking identical if I used a Stamparatus, but I'm not using a Stamparatus. Here, just here, I think I want, okay. I lied when I said I was only using this image once, because I do want to use it on the other side with some of the Floaty Flamingo. Then I'm just going in and adding my greenery. So these are pretty quick and simple cards. Okay. So just going in like that on the corner, just like that. So just a little hint. I'm using things in different, like I've used a lot of pink up here, I've used a little bit here, I'm balancing, using a lot and using a little on the mirror side. Oh wow, Shaz, you can't sleep. Well, look, we are more than happy to keep you awake, Shaz. Hello, Roz, how are you? Hello, Maureen. Hello, Trisha. Oh, I've been stamping and missing everyone coming in. Oh, thank you, Bev. I would love if everyone gave me a thumbs up. That'd be amazing. Because it does help the algorithm, and it helps people find me, because the algorithm is a bit of a painful thing playing, because they're forever changing it. So, you know, liking, sharing, all of that does help me quite a bit. Now we already have one piece of greenery, which looks a lot like eucalypt leaves to me, and now I'm going to add some individual pieces of greenery. How are you going to do that? I'm going to do it exactly the same way I did it before, but I am probably going to get a very green finger, not a green thumb, but a green finger. So I've just selectively inked that up, and I am going, and I've got a dirty finger mark on here, and I'm going to pop that there so you can see it coming out of there, and just going to add it 2 more times because the bottom is a little bit heavier than the top. So I'm going to add, I'm just going to do each piece individually at this stage with these. Pop one there, and probably just going to pop one individual one, but keep it stamped off just there. Now I'm probably going to put my sentiment across there. I will try to remove that just a little bit, and I'll show you how I do it. Hello, Mitzi, how are you? All okay. Flowing Flowers is in the mini catalogue. It does not appear in the annual catalogue, but things can appear out of publication. But at this stage, Flowing Flowers is in the mini catalogue, which is not retiring just yet, but it also just isn't there, if that makes sense. Oh, I got a little edge, but I did get, I got what I wanted there. Now I've just got to add one up here. So technically, as far as I'm aware, this is retiring, Flowing Flowers, but it isn't on any last chance list at this stage because the mini catalogue is still going strong. So I'm hoping that answered your question, Mitzi. Okay, that is my 2 card bases done. While I'm here, I'm just going to clean this up, and then all my stamps are clean and ready to put away. That's okay, Mitzi. But the Scalloped contours are not going anywhere. Neither are the stamp set, neither is rather the stamp set that coordinates with them. They will just be unbundled, so you won't get that 10% off in the catalogue when you purchase the dies and the stamp set, because there are awesome brand new bundles coming our way. Hello, Miss Lorraine Morgan, how are you? Hello, Trisha. Oh, no problems, Trisha. Yes, you go when you need to be. I appreciate you being here. Now that I'm finished with all of these, I'm just going to take a few seconds to close them because it could spell disaster. So the sentiments we're going to use is time for a happy dance, and I think I might do a just a note because that's quite lovely. I know everyone said sending a card instead of a text, but I already do have 2 of those. So let's just mix it up. Okay, that is all of those closed and to the side. Now, Knight of Navy, and they just all slipped because that's what Inkpad like to do. Hello, Miss Cindy, how are you? Long time no see. I was chatting with Cindy this morning. It's all good. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of these. Lucky I have more than 1 set of blocks. I do love that. Okay, so I said I made an executive decision. We're going to use just a note and time for a happy dance. Now, time for a happy dance I don't think I've used yet. So I will definitely be stamping them off on this sheet of paper to check how it stamps, because I kind of want to get it straight because I'm stamping directly on the card front. Okay. Down a little bit maybe. That's better. And let me check just a note. That's pretty straight and good. Okay, let's start with just a note. Now, I've kind of done this 2 ways because it depends on where you stamp. So I nestled it in here, but I put it on top here because I stamped everything a little bit lower. So I think that's going to fit perfectly between the end of that flower and the end of the die cut. So let's hope and pray, let that ink suck up. Look, a little bit not great on the J and the U, but it's definitely legible. And look, it looks really pretty with the script font, but I'll take that. Okay, we need to deep breathe for this one. Time for a happy dance. Okay. If it's not straight, it's fine because it's a handmade card. That is not straight, but that's okay. Just let me wipe that up before I get ink everywhere because it is such a dark ink. But that is all clean now, and we will save that baby wipe for another time. I just put it back into the top of my baby wipe container. Now, I did talk to you about this yellow smudge. Just let me close this ink pad and I will see if I can deal with this yellow smudge. Now, I have a sand eraser. So this side is sand, this side is rubber. Because this blip on the card is quite light, we still have some embellishments to add, but I am just going to use the sand end of the eraser. Oh, I did smudge that ink there just the tinsiest bit. I may be able to remove Okay, I have removed quite a bit of that. So you can see I've really only got that one dot where there was a little bit of a halo around it, and I've removed that and I've smudged the Time for a Happy Dance, but we'll get over that. You now know how to fix that. Don't need that scrap of paper anymore. I think we are ready to add dimensionals. Then we'll pop them on the card, and then there are my dimensionals. Really? My pack of dimensionals are not where? Oh, that's cause. Let's see how my go-go gadget arms are going. I put them in a really bizarre place. I put them in with all my brand new product, because I've still got all that brand new product in the box and not away, because I haven't done my organisational stuff on them yet. Note the word yet. I will get there, but I need to, I'll show you. I write on the back of my stamp sets where they originated. So that's January to June catalogue, and the page and the price, and if it bundles with anything. Flowing Flowers doesn't bundle with anything, but if it did, I would also write that information on the back, because that's really good information to know. And as you can see from my Scalloped contour die, I do a very, very similar thing with that. It just keeps me organised, because I don't keep my dies and punches and stamp sets like together on a shelf. I know exactly where they are, but they just don't live together, because I just don't have that particular amount of space. I may finish, or almost finish, this sheet of dimensionals. Okay. I think I do need to go in and add a few bits as well, but I'll just get the main pieces on first, and then we will go. Adhering and putting together is not necessarily the fun part, but it takes the most time. Okay, so I am going to add 2 extra dimensionals to each card, just so we don't have saggy middles. Is Glenna here? Hello, Miss Glenna. That's okay, you can watch the replay, Glenna. That's why it's there. So 1, and take a deep breath, stop the handshake. 2, the handshake will stop maybe. 2 and 2. So I just need one side of extra bits. There you go, no saggy middles. Some people will say I may have gone a little bit excessive, but I am just supporting a piece of Whisper white cardstock, which is thinner. Now, it is thinner because it is made for stamping and to get that beautiful beautiful image out of the stamp, and because it's smooth, it has been compressed down, so it's a little bit thinner than our normal cardstock, but because of that perk, great results. So we can't have one without the other. Oh, thank you so much, I appreciate that. Oh, good. Yes, we don't like saggy cards. I mean, I've already got saggy middles, so I don't need saggy card. Okay, so not missing any things. I already have my 3 card bases here, already prepped and scored. Normal standard side cards, so half a sheet. Why am I using that? Get your pokey tool. and get my bin, which has my water bottle in it, which is not helpful. I have a photo to share with you girls, just haven't got around to sharing it yet. I made a lot of cards and I had a lot of dimensionals in my little bin here. I was quite shocked with how many I actually accumulated. Okay. If I was making more of these cards, I would be in the same situation. So just going to pop this down in a somewhat straight fashion. So that's the base of our card. Still have some little lovely bits to add. So you could send the card out without the little lovely bits if you really wanted. But I really do believe the little lovelies, our embellishments, just finish off this card beautifully. And I do have 3 options. So while I'm finishing this, I have polished dots, I have the in color jewels, and I have some genial gems to pick up the orange. So tell me which ones you think I should use, or should I use one of each because we have 3 cards? You tell me what you think, because I can use one of each. I didn't even really think of that. So in my original, that's not straight, but it can stay that way. In my original card, I did just use polished dots. So, good idea, one of each. Hi, Kathy, how are you? Just almost at the end, and I need to pop these pieces out. Those pieces really didn't, they needed persuasion to pop out, but they're out. No harm to the front of the card. Yeah. Don't put your hand on the dimensional, your hand will stick. 2 main dimensionals on the end. Okay, done. That to the side, that in there, take this end off, and I'm ready for my dimensionals. The vibration of me doing that does unravel the putty end. Sometimes the putty end even falls off because I always forget to pop it back on. Now, let's see. Right, I think doing this from the bottom is a little bit easier for me. There we go. Okay, so we're doing one of each. So I'm thinking where I have less orange, I'm going to grab the genial gems. Now these do not colour match at all, but they are close enough. They are close enough that I can make it work. So in my original, I did only use 3. So I'm thinking that is all I might need to use for this one. So 1, and 2, because we're covering up our orange spots, so I chose exactly the right card. So I've just got that one going in a line, and that works really nicely. Very, very much like that. Pretty. This one, sending a card instead of a text. I may grab our in colors. I'm going to, I don't know how this is going to work, but I do have fresh freesia. Yes, this is fresh freezer. Oh my god, I just had a moment, and I think I'm just stay there for me, please. I'm just going to use 2 because that's all I have, and that looks pretty. One of each. I love that everyone's with me. Yeah, I think if I mixed in the pink with the fresh freezer, it maybe wouldn't quite work, but I've used all my fresh freezer out of these. Pop these back in here. I just pop them in our medium envelopes so then they don't ping off, and it's a little easier for me to pop in. They're not as tight as the original packaging. Then I'm going to go with our last card, which is our Just a Note, and use our polished dots. Now I could use the Calypso ones, so these are Calypso and these are just clear, and I just use the clear ones, but I think the Calypso ones cast more pink, so I'm going to use those with this. So just going to push that way. So see, oh, it does look a little bit more orange, but we do have the orange here. So that there, and then I just want one big one I'll take, and I shall just pop that over there. So it just brings you focus to that sentiment area. So that looks pretty as well. So I've actually used 3 embellishment sets, but 4 different embellishments, because I've used the clear, I've used the Calypso, which doesn't bear any relevance to the card, but it works. So you can see simple stamping, bit of dimension, bit of die cutting, and it's done. So we've just elevated those plain stamped panels into something else. So we've got that. How are we going for time? 45 minutes. Look at me go. Now, just a reminder, these 2 products are currently available. Scalloped Contours is not retiring. Flowing Flowers, as far as I can see at the moment, this is the In Colour Rhinestones. These are currently, they may not even be available, but they are retiring, these embellishments. Flowing Flowers is not in the new annual catalogue, and the Genial Gems, I think they are, just let me do a quick check of the new catalogue, because I'm in the right section on my online version at the moment. Genial Gems, and of course they are not shown in alphabetical order. No, Genial Gems are also retiring. So these are faceted with a little bit of like the gold flake in it. So they're a bit special. So two products plus ink pads and cardstock today. So some fairly simple cards, but I love showing you simple things that you can just zhuzh or leave simple. So the choice is totally up to you how you want to treat this style of card. Thank you so much. I would love a thumbs up on the way out. I would also love you to take advantage of free shipping today. If I can help you out at all with that, please don't hesitate to contact me. My shop link is definitely in the description below. I can see it there. My pleasure, my pleasure. And do you know what? I had this on Top Chat and not Live Chat. So I'm going to see if I missed any comments or questions along the way. No, Glenna, you're never late for stamping. I agree with you, Cindy. No, I think I got everyone's comments and there weren't too many questions today. So yes, oh, I'm glad you like them, Bev. Thank you, Cindy. Have a great weekend, everyone. I have team meeting this weekend, and I'm trying to get together some samples and cards to share with them and make. So that's where you'll find me, right here at my desk creating for the next few days. But have an amazing weekend. I hope you have nice weather. I hope we have nice weather, and it stays like it has today, but I'm doubtful. I will see you on Tuesday over on Facebook, so make sure you go over and you have liked and given me a thumbs up over there. Yes, it is a long weekend with Monday being a public holiday. So does that mean more time creating, or really should I do my tax? I'm unsure. I think I do need to do my tax. So that might be Monday's job. So have a great weekend, and we shall see you soon. Bye.